If you have your seats, real quick. Find the general vicinity, find a seat. We got plenty of seats still, folks. Come on in.
All kinds of seats.
Sorry for the small room here. We couldn't break them down fast enough, so.
Let's give it up for security for clearing this out and making it happen.
That's right. Woo!
Aaron, where's Aaron at?
In case anyone missed her this weekend, this is my daughter Emma. She's been helping out.
Where is Aaron? I need Aaron.
Oh, get the recording going. Do you have the recording going?
Our mailman is cute.
Do we have the recording? Okay.
If we give Emma a mic, she just
If anyone needs
spews
a
out
seat, Chris
various
has
passwords.
one left on his lap.
Jason's lap
Here
has
we go.
room for 5.
There we go.
Guys, if you're
Feel the
standing in the back,
love.
Wait, someone else get on top. Someone else get on top. We need three. Come on. The first casualty of DerbyCon.
Man down.
How's that any unusual for another time? We're gonna get started here in just a second. Where's Aaron at? Aaron.
Aaron Kennedy to the front.
She's upstairs?
Are you kidding me?
Oh, okay. All right, Aaron's gonna check. So, for what? Go ahead. Don't do the yellow shirt.
DerbyCon t-shirts. Those. Who wants a relic?
all right, 500, 500.
There are seats available, folks. They're cozy, but they are available.
It hasn't showered.
That's right. There we go. Fail boat. What is that?
That's how we lost someone's arm. All right, let's get started. I don't know. My wife just says Emma. She'll be here in a second. There she is. Look back there. Everybody look at Aaron.
Miss Aaron Kennedy to the front.
Aaron Kennedy to the front.
Aaron Kennedy to the front.
So now everybody have a good time. Hey, first and foremost, thank you, okay? Because you are DerbyCon. You're the reason why this is successful, and you're the reason why this is here. So thank you from the bottom of our hearts, every single one of us that made this possible. You guys made it possible. Thank you so much to everybody in here. So thank you so much.
Yeah. So, real quick, we did this at the beginning. I want to do it again. Who was here last year?
Yeah, that's awesome.
And who's here for the first time?
Yeah.
Who's coming back next year?
Yeah.
Thank you all very much.
Thank you. Thank y'all. Is it
Y'all.
britches?
Britches.
Does anybody know what britches is?
Okay, well,
Wait.
who knows what britches are?
Who doesn't know what
Who
britches are?
doesn't know what britches are? Okay, well, one more. What are those things called? Who knows what a pierogi is?
Yeah. He comes over to our house and we make pierogies. He's like, I've never heard of pierogies before. I'm like, I've never heard of britches. So
The North is winning again.
All right. So anyway, sorry about that.
All right.
All right. Second, thank you so much for everybody that made this possible. The staff that took their time out of their being able to see the conference, the people that actually made it possible. Was everybody nice to you? To all the speakers, you guys made one awesome hell of a conference, man. You guys did awesome. The talks were amazing. I've never seen anything like it. So thanks to our speakers.
All right.
And thanks again for those that did not get accepted. It hurts me personally when I have to say, no, I don't get to accept your talk, even though it's an awesome talk. So for those that submitted, you did submit very awesome talks. Unfortunately, we only have a certain amount of slots. I mean, we tried jamming in as many speakers as we possibly could into this conference to make it possible for more.
Created a whole extra track on the fly.
Well, and we're trying to figure out what to name it, and so the three-way got born. I don't know where that came from. And then our conversations get a little weird. And then the stable talks are born. So we did 2 new tracks.
The three-way was
Three-way.
remember? So there's this restaurant called Skyline Chili here, and on So on Mother's Day, they had up on their, whatever you call it, marquee, have a three-way with your mom. I don't know how whoever put that up there missed that. Sorry, Dave.
No worries, man. That's pretty much how all of our conversations go in the conference. And that's why Erin's so important to the whole conversation, because we'll literally talk about this for about an hour, and then she brings us back in. So, thank you. We've gotten into weird things like go to you, and Martin sent me this one time that I clicked on in the middle of our talk that was just absolutely horrendous, but I watched the whole thing, so. Yeah. And then I started showing everybody else on the call it, and then it just got crazy. So that's how our talks go. So anyway, it's like MIDI music playing back. Anyways, and then special thanks to all of our sponsors. Again, without the sponsors, this would not have been possible. So thank you so much, everybody, for the sponsors. Did everybody have a little bit of a good time at the party yesterday? Party I thought was really good this year. We really tried a lot to keep it fun and exciting throughout the whole time. Endgame Systems and Rapid 7, thank you so much for the sponsorship and making that possible. The drink tickets. So thank you. So we killed 6 kegs, 1,500 drinks, and another $400 in a cash bar. So I mean, you guys are drinkers, okay? And I'll get to the statistics. I'll get to hearing the statistics in a second, which is absolutely impressive. We did something amazing this year that the Hyatt has never seen before. So,
I imagine you've done a lot of things the Hyatt says
ever.
before.
Well, we did 3 record breakers, but I'll get into those. 3 record breakers for the
A
Hyatt.
couple records.
So again, for us, you know, when we started this, thinking about it 3 years ago, this was just a dream for us. We had no idea what it meant. If 200 people, 300 people was going to be awesome for us. And, you know, having all of you folks here coming together, you know, one big family was a dream come true. So thanks again, everybody. Some quick con highlights. We had an amazing turnout, roughly around 1,500 or 1,700 people. We're still doing the final count, but wow. I mean, absolutely amazing. Overall, the con ran with pretty much without a hitch. There's a couple that we'll cover in a second. No major issues. I mean, I thought it kept the same vibe as last year around friends and, you know, hanging out as one and coming together and working together for one good cause, and that's the betterment of the security industry. So. And for the majority of you, thank you so much for not killing the entire network and destroying the Hyatt and blowing it up in fire. So thank you very much. It's a plus. Yeah. Caveat. Okay. The caveat for next year. Please don't burn it either. Amazing attendees, amazing speakers, amazing staff overall. So we did have a couple of minor things. Specifically last night, we had one individual. And so what was funny about this one is I see a tweet. We're downstairs. It's like 4 o'clock in the morning. And I see this tweet of the guy saying, hey, this is on the 8th floor of the Hyatt. We've lost one. I'm like, oh, no. So I figured, hey, this is like, the tweet was like 5 minutes before. So by the time, we had went up to there, Nick and the guys that went to check into it, we figured, hey, the guy was probably fine. They got to his hotel room. This exact same picture upstairs, like 10 minutes later.
Nothing changed.
Nothing. Same
Wallet
exact
and
position.
phone are in his hand.
With his wallet and his keys in his hand, right?
Wallet and phone.
He was so close.
iPhone.
So close. So it turns out he was not even from the con. He was some
Or
army
this
dude.
hotel.
Yeah, wrong hotel. Wrong hotel completely. Never made it.
So we actually basically ended up policing the hotel. So I think we're on the hotel security staff now.
So exceptional work from the security team and getting him back and getting his friends called. They used the phone to call one of the buddies who was probably drunker than he was.
It was locked. I just asked him for the pin. He gave it to me. So. But thank you, Casey, Spiky, and Spiky's wife or girlfriend. Whoever was with him. Co-worker. Sorry.
Oh!
Oops.
In a world where someone sticks their foot in their mouth.
Is that
Anyways,
live?
thank you. Because if they weren't there, it would be really difficult to deal with this guy by myself.
Sorry, Spiky.
Which.
So there's certain things that that you get to experience running a conference that not everybody gets to see or might not see behind the scenes. But one of the ones that was more interesting for me last night that I don't think I've laughed so hard in my entire life. I mean, literally, we were crying and I was on the floor. If you saw me in the front at 3 o'clock in the morning, I was literally on the floor crying. Was this one right here. And so if you're missing a bag that contains a large bottle of wine, condoms, and an Alpha Wireless card, we have found it.
We're just looking out for you.
So I'm in the party, and some guys come up and hand it over to me, and literally it was a. Oh yeah. So I have no idea. So I opened the bag. I'm thinking the guys are playing a joke, and I open it up, and literally there's a big bottle of wine, a big box of condoms, and an Alpha Wireless card. So, I mean, it's a party in a box. I mean, hey.
Sounds like a good.
Good news is we
Sounds like
found
a
the
good Saturday
individual.
night.
What's that?
Sounds like a good Saturday night.
Yeah, sounds like a good Saturday night. Good news is we found the individual, and he was able to reclaim his bag, so he's all set.
And he's still partying.
Yeah, we're not going to say it. The actual reasoning behind the stuff in there was 100% purely. I mean, I don't know, but it was just.
Moving
Who
on.
knows?
Next slide.
Needless to say, I'm still okay, and I didn't get. Never mind.
Moving right along.
Oh yeah, there's a big bottle of Dove men's body spray
Next
and lock picks
slide.
too. So I forgot that.
Nah, there wasn't any fried chicken in there.
It was wine, not mead.
So that's actually a funny story. So last year when we were getting the whole con thing going, Aaron and I drove to kind of check out the hotel for the first time and kind of look at everything. And we had just gotten here, and we're like, "Hey, Adrian, let's go out for dinner. It'll be a great time." I hadn't seen him in a little while, and he's like, "No, man, I'm good. I got a bucket of KFC and a bottle of wine here. I'm good." And so the running joke now is Adrian, whenever doesn't feel like going out, he's drinking a bottle of wine and having a bucket of KFC. They go so well together. Some funny stories. Someone urinated in the elevator. Yeah, I don't know. We didn't get the full details of it, but I don't know if it was on himself and then it kind of leaked through, or if he was like spraying everywhere. Who knows? But so when I got done, I was really sad that it happened in there. Anyways, so we also had a lockpicking incident. I'm not going to go through names or anything like that, but this is a funny one. I find these things funny. During the fact, we're always like, "Hey, what's going on?" But so hackers, in a typical fashion. Let me kill my. That's doesn't matter. Hackers in a typical fashion, find ways around rules. That's just what we do, right? So in the rules of the CTF, it didn't say you couldn't physically pick the locks to the door and try to physically compromise the server, okay? Well, if you're going to do if you're going to do that, yeah, it does now. It does now. We've also put caveats in: no C4, no climbing through the rafters, no hitting it with bulldozers. So we got to throw some more caveats in there for you guys.
Pretty much no Jason Bourne type activities.
But if you're going to do that, you want to do your reconnaissance first, because as a penetration test, you want to make sure that the people that are running the CTF aren't still in there drinking beer. So when they started picking the locks, they paused their music in there, and they're listening to these guys talking like, oh, hey, I think it's a 5-pin tumbler, or da-da-da-da-da. And they're sitting there laughing their asses off on the other side. And, and so they're all sitting there hovering around the door, and then, Scott goes and opens the door. Hey, what are you guys doing? And, man, their butts were puckered.
I thought this was the bathroom.
Their butts were puckered. Nice job. As a traditional fashion from Rob Fuller, are you still here? Hey, man, Rob came out with the MS Otis 67 birthday last year, and I think it's becoming pretty much a tradition here at DerbyCon. So we celebrated the gift that keeps giving, the exploit that continues to be in every single organization that we go to on penetration tests, the one that continues to be everywhere we want and makes our pen testing lives easy. So it was the MS Otis 67 15-year anniversary, along with Pass the Hash and Max Hendricks. Is that right? Max Hedrew, sorry.
Fail.
All right, who's got the ice?
Yeah, who's got the ice?
Who's got the ice?
Ice them. Some cherries right there.
No cherries, no cherries.
Do it.
Scott, oh, yeah.
So we got one more little couple of special things. One of them is I got Skydog that wants to present something. Come on up here.
No problem. Hey, real quick, we got to give a shameless plug to SkyDogCon.
That's right.
What's that?
You need to go to SkyDogCon. It is an amazing family-filling conference. SkyDog is amazing, and his wife is amazing. They helped so much with this conference. When we needed them, they were right there with us. I mean, just talk about good people. Good people.
So before you do your little thing, why don't you tell us about, if you got one of these badges, what you can get if you visit a couple other cons?
Okay. Who got their hacker cred? Let's see. Raise hands. Okay. Who didn't? You suck. Okay. So we went around. I think we did about 500 of these. I'm sure Visa's going to call me come Monday, because everyone's going to go, look, I got a Visa card. And, of course, the guys that were the card processing company said, yeah, we're going to take one of those to the fraud department. They'll get a kick out of it. So we actually, we did this at Carolina Con. We want to do something interesting because of the way that you have to do the badge. It's really hard to do an ID badge for everyone that comes in. So we thought we'd fill that gap and make something interesting with your name. So I get drunk the night before. I know I've seen you. What's your name? Hey, yes. Sorry I peed on your leg. So
Sorry you peed on the elevator.
yeah, there you go. So anyone who has one, if you look on the back, you'll see the triple crown on the back. You have DerbyCon, HackerCon, and SkyDogCon. So what we're calling this is the triple crown. If you hit DerbyCon, which if you've got one, you already have the crown. You hit HackerCon after that, you'll get a crown there. And if you show up to SkyDogCon and we fill your card, I'll have a bottle, not a huge bottle, but a bottle of Crown for you. We're trying to encourage everyone to hit the trifecta, come out and see all the cons. We all work together. We're all heading for the same goal. So anyone who can make that, don't make me cry on stage.
So those are both coming up real soon. HackerCon is in Charleston, West Virginia, and SkyDogCon is in Nashville, Tennessee. They're all right around here. So if you made it here, you got no excuse not to make it there.
So who's seen the exploit that I released? So good, because I don't do that. Not my gig. Not my gig. I program when you put a gun to my head. That's it. So do what?
We are hackers. I'm sure about 40% of the population has pistols right now.
I will show up and own your network and kick your ass. But anyway, so what I do in the community is I mentor. I make an opportunity for people to get together and share information and have a good time. I'm the guy that says, oh, you want to do so-and-so? Talk to this guy. I know everybody. I talk enough. We make connections. So because of that, I try to talk to a lot of people and I recognize people in our community who do wonderful things. And this last year for my birthday, I got something very special. Is Johnny Long around? John, there you go. Come here. Yeah, you.
You might as well just stay up, Johnny, just saying.
There you go. So, I have a special challenge coin that I had made that, of course, you probably can't see it from here. You'll be able to see the photographs. I only give these out to people that exhibit the 6 qualities on the outside edge: dedication, passion, and sacrifice, fraternity, loyalty, and honor. Johnny, for everything that you've done, all of the hard work you've put in, you do something I couldn't do if I had to. You go to another country and face unbelievable odds to take what you believe to the people. I want to present this to you. This is number 11 of 100. Thank you very much.
Get all weepy on you now. Man, I'm blown away. One thing I gotta say is, stuff like this makes it not a sacrifice. You know what I mean? I don't look at it as a sacrifice. You know that. But man, stuff like this it floors me, and man, I really appreciate you guys. I appreciate your support. And stuff like this makes it all worthwhile. So, thank you, brother.
Gentlemen, thank you very much. I appreciate it. Someone take the mic away from me, please.
All right. After that, the QR registration process. Anybody wait more than 5 minutes, 10 minutes? More than 10 minutes? Well, Chris, we didn't like you. So good. The whole purpose of the QR code thing this year was to really streamline it so that you didn't have to wait in line. I tried everything I possibly could to make it as fast as possible, check people in. So again, I kind of just wrote it from scratch. I built the whole thing from complete scratch. Yeah. Yes, that's probably true. Hang on one second. I'm just killing my Twitter feed here. That is probably true. But it worked pretty much without a hitch. A couple minor glitches, but all worked out good. So I'm glad to hear it. It was so easy that we had kids doing it. If you checked in with an 8-year-old, or we had a 5-year-old. Was it a 5-year-old? No. 8 and 10. 8 through 10. So we had 3 kids handling the check-in process, and basically able to get people checked in and moved in. So I think with that, Nick, I don't know if you want to comment a little bit on that.
Yeah, it was awesome to have the kids do it. It was really cool to just have them around. They're part of our family right now, and wanted to do something special. He's not one of the kids. He looks like one of the kids. So if Dylan, Emma, you there? And Skypup, would you come to the stage? We wanted to give you something. A few things to make you part of the family. First of all, some lockpicks. You're welcome. Donated by Fools. Fools, thank you. You guys rock. Couple books. The Wonderful Life with the Elements. These 2 guys. Donated by No Starch and Super Scratch Programming Adventure. Wow. That's for Emma. And then the cool guys from Noticon over at the little nerd table over there at near the HFC room in Keelan gave us these solar grasshopper things that bounce around, which are pretty awesome. There you go. And it wouldn't be complete without our limited edition DerbyCon challenge coins, which each one they're going to get. There you go, guys. Thank you very much. And I got to mention Bobby Potter, too, Bruce's son. They had to leave earlier, and he got all some cool stuff, too, and he really helped out, too. So thank you. Give him a round of applause.
Some help. So I'd like to, this is a new thing that we did this year, just hearing some of the comments from some of the attendees as well as from the Hyatt. The Hyatt ones are actually pretty funny. The first one is, this was my first security conference ever. I learned so much and I can't wait to continue to learn. I mean, that's the essence of what we want here. I mean, we want to continue to learn. We all have so many unique, what just happened? Who kicked it? I didn't kick it. I didn't do anything, I was just sitting right here. So that was the. Yeah, hang on a second.
Hold on.
I didn't touch anything. I don't know why you're blaming me. Nothing. Hey! I didn't touch anything. I don't know why I always get blamed for stuff like that. I just want to highlight that again. I mean, if you're missing
We
a
got to
bit,
start
just
again from the beginning.
Don't touch that.
Wireless partay. Okay, so this is really the essence that we want out. I learned something from every single one of you every single day. Unfortunately, I don't get to see all the talks, and I really wish I could. We all bounce around doing different things. Adrian is probably the closest that gets to see all the talks because he's doing all the videos, but he's always running around like mad, getting things done, and that's the thing that we don't get to see. But all I've heard from people is that the talks have just been absolutely quality, amazing. The speakers are just awesome, and this is what we want. And that's what I'll talk to you about. Next year, don't be afraid to submit. If you haven't submitted before, let me ask a question here. How many people is their first time presenting here at DerbyCon? Look at that. First time presenting ever. Look at that. Look at that. That's what we want. We want people that are coming into the security field, people that are new, people that bring new ideas in that might have a different background to teach. And even if you're not a security person that hasn't been in for a long time or hasn't established a name, it doesn't matter. That's what this whole thing's about. So if you have a talk that you want to give, submit it, and don't be afraid to get feedback from us. We try to be as helpful as we can with the submissions, and don't be afraid of that, hey, you didn't get accepted. It happens, and we feel horrible about it, but at the same time, there's a good chance you'll get in. So I've been going to cons for 20 years, and this is my home. This is family. That's it, man. It's family. I'm here because of the friendship feeling here. There is no place like this on earth. I thought that was really a really cool compliment to see. This is my first con, and wow, what a first con to come to. Agreed. This one blew me away. Someone who basically their career started basically taking off and going crazy after DerbyCon 2011, and he gave him the motivation to continue to learn and research. And so he said, he's got a whole life story. I sat down drinking with him for about a half hour. And he said, DerbyCon 2011 changed my life forever. I can't even explain it to you. This year, you made it even better. So that's what we're trying to do. It took us 32 hours to get here, and can't wait to do it again next year. For those of you that came from different countries, wow, raise your hand. Thank you. And those of you that are from Texas, you're also from another country, but I love you too. And California. Hey, there we go. Friends reunited, new friendships were made. I got to see my good friend Peter. Where you at, Peter? Right there. Love you, buddy. This person here came from Iowa, his first conference ever, and loved it. Loved it. I think the amount of drinking that we did fended off the zombies, so that was a good thing. Unfortunately, I had to run away from one earlier.
By the end, we had no brains left for them to eat anyway.
Wait, what's that supposed to mean?
I
That wasn't me
I
that messed up
didn't mean
the screen. I didn't mess up the screen. Okay, never mind. Okay, so statistics. Whoa. Whoa. So apparently, Derby Day, which is the largest thing that happens in Kentucky, period. Like, this is what everybody waits for. We destroy them and drink more. And just a heads up, that's only talking about the bar downstairs. I'm not talking about the 6 kegs, the 1,500 drinks, and the $400 extra that we did in other bars. Wow, that was insane. We partied hard. But a couple of the nice things that we heard about, sorry, it's 8 kegs. Some of the nice things we heard from the Hyatt staff, which have been just absolutely amazing through this whole process for us, being flexible, getting us things when we need to. Here's some of the things that the staff had to say about us. Your attendees are the nicest, kindest, and most intelligent people we've ever had here. They did throw an exception, except for Chris Nagy. They knew his name somehow. I don't know what happened.
What they didn't say is this is the only conference here all year.
One of the ladies downstairs said, after last year, I could not wait for the folks to come back. The people were truly humbling and amazing, kindest-hearted people. That was really cool. The Hyatt security, I'm not exactly sure how these people's livers are still functioning, and they are walking. How are they playing chess after that? Whoa.
One of the exact quotes was, "Your livers must be made of steel." We have people that drink a quarter of the amount, and they fall over and start fighting. You guys just sit down and play chess.
So whoever that was playing drunken chess at 3 in the morning, you made a real impression.
What's that? Egypt, yeah, Egypt.
We had 0 noise complaints last night, just so you know. The cops were actually bored. Yeah, I was like, yeah, that's right.
They went out to the street to try to find something going on.
Now, the funny
We just
part
have people wandering in off the street from other places.
Great people, though. Thank you for keeping it very courteous and not getting in drunken fights with each other and doing all the crazy stuff or peeing on your. Well, that happened. Sorry. But thank you very much for all that stuff. So thank you. I've never seen people drink so much and still be functioning. Perfectly humble and amazingly kind afterwards. And that came from like the whole Hyatt staff knows about this. Like, they're all like sitting there gazing at all the hackers that are hammered, and they're like perfectly functional. Like, hey, what's going on, guys? Hey, we're doing great. You see that buffer overflow? That one? Yeah, dude, it was pretty cool, man. And they've polished off a case, and they're fine. You know, they just spent $400 at the bar drinking shots, and they're like, hey, everything's going good. We're fine. They look refreshed. It looks like they were even better before when they were. It's amazing. It's amazing. Booze. Drink all the booze. Dual core. So some things we learned. We learn something new every single year that we put this on. You know, for us, this is the second con we've ever put on. So DerbyCon 1 and DerbyCon 2. So, hey. Next year, better communication and schedule changes. Obviously, we had cancellations. And for us, what we try to do is people have been so kind, like, hey, I heard there's a cancellation. Do you still want to use that talk? Or I have a new talk or this. And I look at it, I'm like, dude, that's awesome, perfect. We'll put it up there. You know, and so it's a mixing and matching of schedules. You have people that cancel and don't cancel, and then we have people that are communicating, and it's just, you know, we have all these variables moving around all the time, and so, you know, we had a lot of scheduling changes and things that had moved and changed. So, you know, if you missed the talk, I totally apologize for that. We're going to try to do better next year. Just know that in the schedule, it is dynamic. You know, it does change from what it is in there because we do have a lot of moving parts that happen. Better handling and getting information to our speakers. Definitely something we learned this year to get them as much information as we possibly can give them. And definitely some more hugs for sure. We do take feedback, so if you have things that we can do to improve the conference, email info@derbycon.com. Be very nice, because Martin's angry sometimes. I'm just kidding. What? Nothing. Nothing, dude.
What?
Nothing. I didn't say anything. I just said, hey, Martin. No, but email info@derbycon.com if you have some things. We knew that, you know, over there was an ice box for a lot of people. You know, unfortunately, this is all one centralized air system, and so this one was super hot. That one was like super cold, and so it was, you know, finally to get it to a state in here, you literally had to freeze and die over there. So we tried balancing that a little bit and a lot of other things. Adrian, I don't know if you want to talk about the videos and all that good stuff.
Yeah, well, thank you very much from the video team. Video team, would you please raise your hand? Everybody? Okay. Thank you. These folks are kind enough to volunteer and sit there and make sure everything's getting recorded, do my syncs for me, put everything together. My hope is, well, I hope to have the first day out tonight, and I'm gonna work on getting the rest of it out during the rest of the week. So hopefully before the end of, before next Friday, I'll have all the videos out that we produced, and working on making the process even faster for next year.
I'm interrupting for a moment, right? I'm the archiving history guy, working on putting thousands of these things up on archive.org, right? So obviously I've been watching the schedules of this thing. They had the opening ceremonies up 3 hours after it completed on YouTube.
Hell
That's
yeah,
never,
man.
nobody's done that. Any professional conference. That's an amazing achievement that he's worked that out so well, and he shares all he has online. That's it. I'm gone.
Thank you much, Jason. I'll hand this back to Dave.
I want to say a special thanks to our sound and audio guy, Ricky. Hey.
Yeah.
Says Ricky.
Super helpful. If you saw him running back and forth frantically and his hair's on fire, that was him. But he got everything working for us, and thank you so much for all of that. We have a few giveaways, and we have a couple other things to get through. We're going to get to the CTF and talk about HFC. Wayne Pruitt. Is it Wayne Pruitt here? Wayne Pruitt. Hey. Here you go, man. This is from Symantec. It's the Lenovo Idea tab. You had won the drawing there, so congratulations. Thank you, Symantec. Do we have fools? Well, I mean, I know we have fools, but fools, you on here?
Fraternal Order of Locksport in this case. This man's DOS man. That's not a lock you're picking.
Sorry. Finish it.
All right, they had a little contest going on. Now, you called this the bomb contest?
The bomb, yes.
All right, show them the bomb.
So the bomb is a lock-picking hacking challenge. It was kind of quiet in there, but I get people to play it from time to time. So basically the idea is that you have a bomb, you found it, now it's your job to disarm it. And so you get, I don't know, about 30 minutes or so. You have to, you could just play the game by picking locks. You can also try to get inside and defeat the electronics. A big part of your score is the time bonus, the clock counting down. There's, of course, sensors inside, mercury switch, various things. Needless to say, I won't be open sourcing this project because the only thing it needs is a relay and explosives, and it's a real bomb. But if you're planning to build your own for your own Locksport group or something, feel free to get a hold of me. But anyway, so there was a contest, and we had people playing, and we had 11 people play, 10 teams. Little Bobby Tables, Potter's son, he played several times and was getting better and better. The winner, though, was Iosabi, if I pronounce it right. You could come up. So your score total was 5,440, and this is a little trophy. And it's the bomb challenge, first place, DerbyCon. If you see me running, try to keep up. So we also had the Rumble Challenge drinking game over at level 1. Anyway, sorry. So thank you so much for playing.
Hey, can we give a round of applause for the folks put on a one awesome Lockwood Village? Oh God, oh God, oh God! You want your bomb? Seriously, nothing's gonna happen, right? There's a lot of wires in there. All right, we're going to go ahead and cover the capture the flag with Scott White and Ryan Elkins. That we just rummaged. Hopefully they're gone. Hey, hack 5 hat, go ahead.
So how many folks played the Capture the Flag this year? How was it?
I'm not sure yet.
Yeah.
Sorry.
I think I'm okay.
Okay,
Well,
sorry.
let's take a look at the
Sorry.
recap, a few of the statistics, a few funny things, a few of what we were able to see. A lot of you guys had questions. Here's last year's scoreboard, and here's this year's scoreboard. We are blown away at how many people have played and how popular it was this year. So expect vast improvements for next year. Here's a summary. 171 teams registered. We only had 77 last year. There was 795 out of 1,685 points total found by someone. And for valid flags that were not negative values, there were 1,272 valid ones put in there by 171 users or teams. So the flags were 5 to 200 points. And if you submitted anything that wasn't or that was not alphanumeric for a flag value, you got -5. And that's because you didn't read the directions. And then we had a little extra special one. Here's part of the rules. Can anybody see the one that's in all caps there and bold? Scoreboard's off limits. We had a welcome banner
Sorry
on
about
remote
that.
desktop on the scoreboard, and it had a bait flag. If you've ever seen that TV show, see that TV show Bait Car, where they steal a police car? Well, this was our bait flag, and a few of you bit, so thank you. You knew you were doing it wrong in the beginning, so. Some observations. Just like last year, we put some SQL injection in there. Some of you that talked to me, web applications are my expertise. There were 4 SQL injection flags. There was one that was a simple or 1 = 1 login bypass, and there was 3 others that were hidden in the database, in the tables, wherever. Those 3 were worth 80 points total. League of Shadows, are you in here? Right down here. These folks were the only team that were able to get flags that were not the simple or 1 = 1. So let's give them a round of applause. So we had 3 that were in the database. They got 2 of them, and they missed one worth 40 points. But for the rest of you that you might want to brush up on your SQL injection, there were 80 points to be had. With that, there were 2 vulnerable locations. One was airbase and one was blind. All you had to do was guess /secured. I don't think that was too difficult. What do you guys think? So anyways, that's where the SQL injection was there. The blind was here. And the winners. Jolly and Friends came out on top. If you can come up if you're here. The way the prizes work, you get choice of whatever's left. What's your choice? Okay. So this is a generic one. There's only one, and it's got to go to one person. So this guy. So you can give us your information, or you can take this now, and then we'll exchange, and you'll actually get one with your name on it, like one of you guys have one up here. So see how it says Johnny Long here? We'll get you one with your name on it. So We'll take a card, and congratulations,
Why don't you
guys.
you can get that to him for now if you want.
Team in second place.
Real quick, for those of you that were on the team, I'll need a list because you guys get free admission next year to Derby too. So.
Second team, not a number. I assume that's what you were going for on that. No, Wet Man. How many people have seen the Wet Man video? Go search for it. W-A-T. So you can see what we have left up there. What would you guys like to pick?
Hey, no. You guys go, thank you. That is the 64 gig Verizon iPad. So we didn't go skinny on the iPad. So it's the max you can get. I was like, oh, thank God they didn't refresh it again before the con.
Third place, we have League of Shadows. What would you guys like? We're going to take the Pony Express.
Thank you very much for Pony Express for donating this for the CTF. You guys rock. This is a special edition black Pony Express. So they don't make many of these at all. And here you can see it here. It's black. I know it's a surprise, but it's black. So. So I'm not going to answer that. Here you go.
So Lord Neon.
He disappeared.
I assume you want the $200. There you go. Congratulations.
Thanks.
Sandbaggers. And another thing I want to say is, just like last year, we tried to make this so we had flags of all skill levels. And I also wanted to say, as we're taunting you and watching you suffer and for my own enjoyment, I do want to say that if I participated, I definitely would not win my own CTF. I would be somewhere maybe in the middle. So just don't feel bad if you're not at the top. There was challenges from reverse engineering to web apps to all sorts of different skill levels. So which one did they take? They took a $50 prepaid credit card and a $50 iTunes card. Null Dev. Yeah, congratulations. And the herder. Are you here? Okay, well, I put out on Twitter that we're going to keep going down the list to give away all the prizes. So, unicorn poo. $50 gift card here for you.
What would it smell like?
Rainbows.
That's where they come from.
Is Team Nullbyte still here?
Negative.
Negative. How about lunch typo? And Rob, that's not here, one of the other creators, he had a typo in one of his flags, so that was kind of funny. We're going to harass him when we get back. Lunchtime or whatever, are you here? Admin? That's everyone. Betson? Tell me your team password and prove you're who you are. The light cuisine? Or cosine? Sorry. Anybody that played still here that's on the list? What's your? Oh, it is. Okay, come on up. Congratulations. And that's all we have, but thanks for playing, and we look forward to next year.
Hey guys, thank you so much for all your hard work. Seriously, that made the CTF awesome. Ryan the Sniper, Elkins, and Scott, I shouldn't say that, Sasquatch, White.
Trailer.
I wasn't supposed to say that.